And it's more complicated than that, I believe. They're playing regional blocks against each other. In Africa, there was an article just last Friday in an All-Africa website, ECOWAS, it's the Economic Community of West African States, to adopt new framework to combat terror. And it says... No,
I mean, that's it. You bring in the terrorists as a way to create the regional globalist AFRICOM control systems. No, exactly.
Exactly, and that is a sub-region of the African Union. Now, as far as Ukraine is concerned, Alex, I've made the video Blockheads that was a finalist in your video contest last year. That wasn't a technological masterpiece, but I want to thank you for that contest because it allowed me to motivate me to assemble some facts that make me conclude that this region building is what they're up to. I know... I wish sometime you could re-examine Henry Kissinger's famous or infamous New York Times op-ed from 2009, The Chance for a New World Order.
Oh, yeah.
In that article, Kissinger wrote that this order would come about in either one of two ways. Either the world would accept what he called an international political regulatory system, or by constructing the size of the political jurisdictions in more manageable regional units, which he said would likely be brought about in a new mercantilism of competing regional units. Now, Alex, I know you're a student of history, and you know that...
They use mercantilism to only let you produce certain things so you're dependent on the other group to give you the others, and the globalists manage that as a referee. That's the global control over the modern mercantile system, and I've called the New World Order the modern mercantile system, where only licensed, authorized groups can be involved in commerce. Everyone else is controlled by taxes. America was under mercantilism. That's what George Washington hated. And yes, Gaddafi was giving the oil wealth. I'm not romanticizing him, but compared to these guys, he was a good guy at the end. He was actually trying to create a real African Union to actually help Africa. And that was not going to be allowed. So this is part of a destabilization where they bring in the different forces. You're absolutely correct.
Key to that is what mercantilism did. The main characteristic of mercantilism was a consolidation of central control within each empire in order to counter the perceived threats or the conceived threats from the other empires. And that's exactly what they're doing in order to form these regions.
Exactly.
Today.
Russia is the new enemy, China. Oh, we've got to do it. And then they all form as mercantile using the other threat, basing the economy around conflict instead of around shared human values.
Exactly. Alex, if I could, offline or whatever, I'd like to perhaps send a one-page analysis of this, what I've been working on for you. I also made a 4-minute update to that Blockheads, a little better quality. I redid Blockheads, by the way, a little better sound thing. I'd appreciate it if I could get...
Sure. What's the exact headline on YouTube so we can pull up your Blockheads video?
Okay, the new one is called Kissinger, World Order and the New Cold War.
Kissinger, World Order, and the New Cold War. And what was the original Blockhead called? Full headline.
Blockheads, Builders of the New World Order.
Blockheads, Builders of the New World Order. Absolutely. When you read Kissinger's writings, when you read Brzezinski's, it's all public. I mean, like I keep saying, the White House science czar wrote a book the year I was born saying we're going to put fluoride in the water to brain damage people. I mean, it's not my opinion. Eco-science. I mean... What is it like for you, who's a smart guy, so you spend time researching it? You know this is real. I mean, it's just crazy to watch them doing this.
Well, it's just the same as you, Alex, trying to tell people this, and they deny it but won't look at the material. And I think that's probably the most frustrating of all.
It is. Thank you, Tim. I appreciate your call. You know, people want to write articles for us as long as there's not individual names of small people that we can't prove have done something. You know, we know when a writer sends us something that's got good research, good info, and that doesn't have slander or libel in it. People should all submit articles or blurbs. A good place to do it is through planetinfowars.com, and then we'll look at those articles, send them on to us, and we can link to that and post it. But just send articles that people write to showtips@infowars.com. If you write for other websites out there, send us your stuff. Tell us if you want us to republish it. You know, send us your ideas. And don't feel bad if we don't post it all. Sometimes we don't see it all. But showtips@infowars.com, writers@infowars.com. Those are places to email us. Now I want to come back. Zach, John, Nick, Miles, and many others. Your calls are coming up. 800-259-9231.
Clean water at home, clean water at the office, clean water on the go. The Berkey Guy has a Berkey water filtration model for anywhere you are and one that fits any budget. Thousands of satisfied customers can't be wrong. For free shipping within the U.S., go to goberkey.com or call 877-886-3653. That's 877-886-3653. Helping thousands prepare since 2005, goberkey.com.
How can you save a ton of money and prepare for emergencies? By having your own in-home freeze dryer from Harvest Right. Now you can cut down on wasted food by freeze drying your leftovers. That's right. Create your own long-term food storage by freeze drying your own fruits, meats, vegetables, even complete meals with the Harvest Right in-home freeze dryer. Imagine the savings and the peace of mind. See how the amazing Harvest Right freeze dryer works at harvestright.com.
Big business has discovered the preparedness market, and that makes it difficult to know where to go and who to trust. MyPatriotSupply.com is owned and operated by patriots just like you. Has the best prices on storable food, non-GMO seeds, water filtration devices, home canning equipment, survival and self-reliance books, and more. MyPatriotSupply.com has old-fashioned values and the absolute best customer service in the industry. Look for the deal of the day. Unique, affordable survival supplies that fit anyone's budget. Get same-day shipping on all orders and free shipping on orders over $49. Call 866-229-0927, 866-229-0927, or visit MyPatriotSupply.com for emergency preparedness, self-reliance, and food independence. Shop with a name you know and a name you can trust. Before it's time to survive, it's time to prepare. MyPatriotSupply.com.
Attention, America. Within a little-known government document is devastating information that could cost the United States its most valuable asset. My name is Jeff Opdyke, former reporter for the Wall Street Journal. I've uncovered shocking evidence within the details of document FT900, revealing the largest cover-up of President Obama's career. This will have a substantial impact on our nation. Millions of Americans will fall into poverty overnight. A recent report from the Treasury Department said an event of this nature has, quote, the potential to be catastrophic. Within a matter of weeks, the way of life for millions of Americans will be destroyed, and the standard of living will be like nothing this country has seen in nearly a century. To learn how you can protect yourself and your family from this government attack, visit www.obamasecret1.com. Again, that's www.obamasecret1.com.
More and more people are discovering the incredible benefits of alkalizing the body, and there's no better product for it than AlkaVision Plasma pH Drops. Packed with a powerful combination of the most alkaline minerals and compounds, just a few drops in water will rid your body of harmful waste and give you more vibrance and vigor than you've had in years. Now buy 2 bottles and get $10 off your order. Call 800-518-7615 or visit alkavision.com. Alkalize your body. Supercharge your health at alkavision.com.
Warnings of an American collapse hit us nearly every day. Gear up while you still can with Infidel Body Armor. Don't spend between $500 and $600. Infidel is available for just $374.99 with free shipping within the U.S. Made in America and legal in all 50 states. Resist tyranny with Infidel Body Armor. Buy yours today at InfidelBodyArmor.com. Spelled INFIDEL BodyArmor.com. Infidel Body Armor. Just won't quit.
I'm racing.
How?
Well, here it's fine.
I got a bunch of clips I haven't played that I want to comment on. We'll do that after we take some more calls. Common Core opponents slammed as extremists. That's the new thing, that you're basically terrorists. If you don't like 2 + 2 = 5, of course. I mean, O'Brien tortured Winston in 1984 because he thought it was meant 4. Harvard petition opposes sacred black mass. We're going to get into that. And a bunch of other clips. Schumer attacks the First Amendment. Senator Schumer, he talks about a new First Amendment where you keep your mouth shut because he's liberal. That's why he wants to take your rights away, because that's liberal. Let's go ahead and talk to Zach in Wisconsin. You're on the air. Thanks for calling.
Hey, Alex. I just wanted to talk about how the military-industrial complex and these big bankers will go and overthrow a country's government that's a little bit corrupt, not perfect, and they'll promise equality and welfare.
But it's kind of friendly, though, when they blow up your country and put Al-Qaeda in to sexually mutilate women and put bags on their heads. I mean, come on. Don't be racist, sir.
Yeah, and then they'll go and then they'll make laws making everyone equally oppressed. And then the people think, oh, at least we're all getting treated the same. We're all equally oppressed. But then the elite go and make themselves exempt from all the laws, and the country ends up being worse off before when it had its old government in power.
No, that's exactly what's going on. And then here's the best part. We end up paying for it and getting the blame when the average American has been under mind control with television for more than 50 years and doesn't know how to find their behind with both hands. So that's what's so frustrating. I appreciate your call, Zach. Let's talk to Nick in Virginia. Nick, you're on the air.
Hey, Alex, how's it going?
Oh, worldwide transmission.
I just want to talk about Obama Deception 2. How's that going?
I could have put it out a year ago. Could have put it out 6 months ago. I just keep updating it. There's so much to cover. And who knows? If I release it, it'll be in the early fall. And, I've got to release it. I've just had so much going on.
Well, you could take some time off, man. You're a busy guy.
Take time off to make the film. Yes, that's a vacation, let me tell you.
Only do the Sunday show.
I already, maybe once a month or so, that's taped, or I have night in here. I did take some Sunday shows off months ago trying to work on that film. I hear you, buddy. Listen, I need other people to make films. I'd like to find filmmakers that I could produce films. I got a lot of plans. It's just that I can only do so much.
Great day, man.
What'd you say? Oh, have a great day. Thank you. Sorry, his audio was low. Thank you. John in New York, you're on the air. Go ahead.
Good afternoon. Thank you for taking my call. I have two questions, please. First, there have been news reports lately that the CIA and the Pentagon supports and protects pedophiles in Afghanistan. Like, for example, I was watching this program called TCT Television with Bill Federer. He said he spoke to returning veterans who told him personally that they were forced to protect these pedophiles because they were our allies. Do you know anything about that?
Well, I know that some of the Muslim extremists over there have sex with like 13-year-old girls. But I'm not even endorsing it, but 100 years ago or so, people got married at 13 in this country. So there's giant sex trade going on worldwide of underage people that I'm totally against. I'm not for criminalization of prostitution because all that does is let the state run it and the pimps run it and makes it dirty like the drug war. I don't support drugs, but I want to decriminalize the drug war because it makes more drugs be on the streets. It's that same idea. But yeah, Afghanistan is a giant no-bid contract black hole where they can engage in every form of evil you can imagine. And I know the troops have been told, help them grow the opium and, let them conscript 14-year-olds into war and everything else. So I don't know about the name you mentioned, but I'm vaguely familiar with the story.
These are they rape boys, and the Taliban, to their credit, would execute pedophiles. And the Wall Street Journal has reported on it. Even 60 Minutes, this fella, Henry Hank Crumpton, who's
all this 60 Minutes stuff, they usually have some cause celeb, Coney 2012, somebody's protecting, the UN runs giant child kidnapping rings. So I don't really watch a lot of mainstream television. So I've answered your question. I'm not familiar specifically with what you're saying. Thank you. Let's go ahead and talk to Miles in Florida. Miles, you're on the air. Go ahead.
Hey, Alex, just calling in, man. I wanted to let you know what's going on down here in South Florida. This place is totally done for. I suggest any patriots that live down here go ahead and start getting ready to hit the road. They have these Haitians, these Cubans coming in here by I don't know if they're coming in by super busloads or whatever, but they're flooding every single job. And you go in there, myself, I try to get a job, I have to speak Spanish. And they blatantly tell me, do you speak Spanish? How good is your Spanish? I'm getting tested on my Spanish.
No, I've talked to chefs in L.A. If you don't speak Spanish, you don't get a job. And It's just they're flooding the country with third world populations. I'm going to come back to you. Hold on.
We're on the march.